Welcome to Sephora.
I'm looking for a perfume that's not too perfumey.
I got you.
Serum moisturizer or moisturizer serum.
Let's get into layering.
My concealer is making me look worse?
Sounds like the wrong shade. Let's get you matched.
There's only one store that really gets what you're going for. Get beauty from people who get beauty. Only at Sephora.
Hi, Let's get you a basket.
Wish you could become a morning person? You know the type, up before the sun, early morning runs, first one to the office with donuts and a smile. How do they do it? Easy. With the new Galaxy Watch 8, sleep tracking and personalized insights from Samsung Health help you improve so you can wake up to a whole new you. One who, dare I say it, skips the snooze? It's possible. Train your sleep with Galaxy Watch 8. Learn more at Samsung.com. Requires compatible Samsung Galaxy phone, Samsung Health app, and Samsung account.
What is going on, everybody? Ryan Leary, William Tincup here with the BARF. This is the look at the week that was, so you could prepare for the week that is. Ooh, we've come off a long week, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
It has been a long week. We had great week, though.
A good week.
A great week. Yes, very good week.
Yeah.
We did HR Tech, which was fantastic with the folks
Fama.
over at Fama, had us at their booth, and for everyone that interviewed with us and podcasted. Then we went over to FutureWorks. So lovely event. Thank you all there as well. And then...
Indeed.
Yeah, that was FutureWorks.
Yep, indeed, FutureWorks. Yeah, just
Indeed,
want to make sure that we
yeah.
get the company name in there with the conference name. But no worries, though.
Yeah,
We're tracking.
I got you. And
And then we went to the lake house.
We went to the lake house, and we buried our heads for days. We ate a shit ton of food. Like a ridiculous amount of food. In fact, they needed to get me an extender in the seat. I felt like they did. Although I don't think much damage was done, but we'll see. We'll see what happens in 2 weeks. We'll see
A
when
lot
it
of
catches
barbecue
up.
and Tex-Mex here in Texas, turns out.
I had my very first all-you-can-eat Mexican buffet. I never thought I'd say that, especially on a recorded podcast.
Oh, it's mind-bending after you do it.
It was amazing.
I believe you shot guns. You got to shoot some 38s.
I shot my first ever gun. It took me 46 years, but I shot my first ever gun. Let me see if I get it right. A 38 special snub nose.
Correct.
I get it right?
Snubbies.
All right. Yep. And we got yelled at from one guy.
Don't worry, we'll shoot at him next time.
And I got to fish. All in one weekend.
You got to fish.
All in one weekend.
43 catch and release.
Yeah,
pretty impressive.
43 hybrid. We had a good time.
I've never caught 43 fish, so you did it in the morning. So there you go.
It was definitely a good week, but we got a lot. Oh, and you introduced me to a plethora of bourbons. Like I became a man this weekend. Like I literally became a man.
Well, here's the thing: we did not drink and shoot, although that has happened. We separated the two. I want to make sure the audience understands that there was shooting, drinking, eating.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's that.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you the one thing about shooting pistols like that is the next time you listen to a rap song that's got gunfire in it, you'll think about those shots. It just
loud. It was loud. Maybe next time get me some earplugs because it was like boom. People are like, yeah, dude, like you never shot a gun. Like, no, I've never shot a gun before. I never held a gun.
Yeah.
BB gun, paint gun, that was it. Yeah.
Then
I had a great time, but we have a lot of stuff to talk about. We're gonna blitz through it. Because we just got a lot of stuff. So kick us off. What do you got?
Let's get into it. Former Google CEO Eric Schmidt, Stanford talk was awkwardly live streamed, and there's some interesting takeaways from this. So you can find this. The best place to find this is on Reddit, basically. And all you have to do is type in Eric Schmidt Stanford talk, and you'll see the video. Because YouTube, here's an interesting thing: YouTube keeps editing the video. So every time someone uploads it, they edit it because in one of his riffs, he says Google failed because they did blah, 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 blah.
Mhm.
And so the YouTube's owned by Google. And so that keeps happening. But it's it's an everyday
I think
talk
I
at
saw
Stanford.
this. This was like he was on a
Did you
stage,
see
right?
some of
Like
this?
they were sitting on stage. He's sitting in the chair, right?
Yeah,
See
yeah.
that? Yeah. Okay.
He went completely off the rails. He was definitely not wanting to looking at the talking notes. You got to watch the video, not on YouTube. You got to go through the Reddit thread. But here are 3 nuggets. Google's losing in AI because it cares too much about work-life balance.
That's the part I heard. Yeah, that is the part I heard.
Schmidt's basically saying if your team's only showing up 1 day to work a week, how are you going to beat OpenAI and Anthropic and some of these other types of plays?
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. Second, Schmidt threw out a comment about TikTok. Really, it was about all startups, saying if you're starting a business, go ahead and steal whatever you can, like music, and make it big, and then you can afford lawyers. I mean,
there's a truth
that's
to
wheels
that.
off. Just actually, of course, there's a truth to it.
There's a truth to that.
Just go ahead and steal everything.
Yeah.
It's on the internet. Go ahead and steal it, and then make a lot of money, and then the lawyers will clean it up afterwards.
Yeah.
The last one is AI, according to Schmidt, will make the rich richer and the poor poorer, as it's a game for strong countries, and those without resources will be left behind. So that was actually kind of a kick in the balls. But I can see what if you're not developing all of this AI, let's say, Spain, just pick on a random country. If you're not building it, you're going to have to buy it or lease it from someone else or not have it at all, which means that you're definitely going to be left in the dust. So anyhow, Eric Schmidt, CEO, he's a CEO at Google for 10 years and just wheels off behavior. I mean, maybe this is just him being honest, and this isn't anything unusual, but it was just some of the things he said, and that was just 3. There's a whole list of things that he said, so definitely go check it out.
I did see snippets of the video. That was pretty funny. All right, here's another Google story.
Let's
go.
Google
paid $2.7 billion to rehire. I'm going to get his name wrong. Noam Chazir.
Yep.
All right,
Noam.
2.7 Noam. There you go, Noam Chazir. $2.7 billion to rehire this guy, which technically isn't a rehire. It's more of a licensing deal. But here's the story. They messed up big. Clearly, they messed up big time. They let this guy walk. So he built a chatbot called Mina, along with another Google engineer, and put it forward as this is going to be the next iteration of Google. This is going to potentially be larger than Google ever was. This is going to interact with humans. It's going to have real conversations, so on and so forth.
Hi, I'm George LaRocque, and I'm looking forward to exploring the critical trends shaping the future of work and technology with you over on the Work Tech podcast. Now, this podcast is a little different. I bring together industry leaders, innovators, and investors, and we go deep into market intelligence that matters to HR pros and tech providers alike. So give the Work Tech podcast a listen here on the Work Defined Podcast Network, and please subscribe if you like it. See you there.
They didn't believe it. He built it, and they didn't believe it, and they had issues with the safety concerns. They had issues with it being fair. All of the compliance issues that we know and talk about today. Anyway, he left. He built Character.ai, which just blew up and is kicking ass. And now they're bringing it back. They're bringing him back, and they're paying $2.7 billion to do so. Mostly through a licensing deal. This is Google saying we fucked up.
Yeah.
This is Google saying,
and you know what?
Hey guys.
I don't hate that, actually.
No.
I mean, first of all, they had them. This is what you do with top talent. Top talent, if you don't encourage them and you don't support them, then they leave and they go build cool shit.
Yeah.
And,
which is not always a bad thing.
That's a big price tag. No, it's not a bad thing. Mm-hmm. It's just $2.7 million that could have been, I don't know, used for some other things.
If I made that mistake, I'd be fired. I'm just saying.
100%. Ryan, are you familiar with Udemy?
Udemy. I would say Udemy. I say Udemy. Yeah.
It's probably Udemy because it's a U. not to be confused with the U. So, but you're familiar with basically the model, right? Okay, so Udemy recently announced that it would train generative AI on all the classes that its users contribute to the site. Not only were the class teachers automatically opted in to having their classes used as training, Udemy said teachers would have only a 3-week window to opt out of training, and that window has passed. So this is on 404media.co. It's kind of an independent media site, so go take a look at that. My analysis is it kind of seems shitty, or at least they could have communicated it differently or better. Yeah. Some teachers depend on Udemy for income, so essentially their content could be used to replace them. So there's that, which again probably is going to happen a lot. But this just the optics of this just again. If you're going to do that, first of all, generative AI, train that. Yeah, that makes sense. All that stuff makes sense. But let the people know. And let them know and give them enough time in advance.
Right.
No, there was
Don't just bring it on.
Not needed.
By the way, I love 404 Media. Just the name itself is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a good site.
I do like it. All right. Have you ever heard of a burner job?
No, I have not. Do tell.
Not to be confused with a burner phone. Well, you know what? No, maybe kind of
those. Yes.
Yeah. You probably have had those.
I have.
You probably related, right? So 42% of U.S. workers have either held a burner job or considered taking one. So what is a burner job, you ask? That's a great question, William. Burner jobs are temporary or short-term jobs held only for the paycheck, with no intention of staying the distance, never staying along for long term. But I kind of feel like I know where you're going to go with this.
Yeah,
isn't every job a burner job unless it's like your own thing, right? Like if I'm making $20 and you're going to offer me $25,
it's a burner job.
I'm going to go. If you're offering me $100,000 and you're giving me $150,000, I'm going to go.
Yeah.
Burner jobs.
Until proven otherwise. I think this gets back to your points on loyalty. Right. Several times we've talked about loyalty, and you've been like, we've lost loyalty on both sides.
Yeah.
We've lost loyalty. And again, okay, so this is just a quiet quitting or, one of these terms that basically says it's kind of coming up for a new way of thinking, but really burner jobs, all jobs are burner jobs.
I need to pay my mortgage job. This is what that is.
Yeah.
So whatever. Burner jobs. Play with it.
To go along with your burner phone and burner family and any other burner things that you might have.
Yeah. All right. You make jokes about burner families, but I know somebody who has one now, which I was not aware of. That's pretty cool. Well,
there you go. All right. 75% of millennial women are concerned about managing menopause symptoms at work, believing they will be moderate to severe challenge, according to a recent Carrot report, Menopause in the Workplace 2024. You can get that at www.get-carrot.com. So stats like this for me are staggering. And my hope is that with more female leaders, we'll have more benefits that are tailored to things like this. And so, as I was reading this article, of course, I'm looking at it going, if men had menopause, so if we suffered through that hell, how fast do you think that we would have menopause benefits? like that shit would have been done 20 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So again, yet another kind of an equity issue is how we look at benefits and how we tailor benefits to men and women and everything else. So
I would jump to say
75.
Men don't even know that they don't exist.
No, 100%.
Yeah,
especially millennial women. So that's what's interesting to me is they're thinking about the future of work and how menopause will jack up their life and how it'll jack up their work. And so they're thinking about it. And this isn't 50-year-olds and 60-year-olds thinking about menopause. These are younger women. So, anywho, 75%, big number. Go take a look at the report because they also had other stats in it that were pretty fast.
Right. You got one more? Go for it.
Okay. Well, let's do AI assistants, right? AI assistants, you're going to love this, are blabbering and embarrassing work secrets. Workplace AI tools can do the task by themselves. Getting them to stop is the problem. So this was on the Washington Post.
Wait, so are you saying like it's telling things about me?
Yeah.
Huh? Do tell.
Yeah, right. Ryan hates country music.
What?
So they're learning all this stuff about you, do the task, great. And then they're telling other employees about you. Yeah.
What is it telling about me, though, if I don't tell it anything?
Everything it knows. Well, again, it's listening when you're not thinking it's listening. So it knows more about you than you think, right? That's just natural. So
I forget.
So this is about risk. And so, hello, my name is Risk. Have we ever met? And I think what it comes down to is guardrails. We and bots need guardrails. We've got a lot of guardrails for employees and for leaders. Good. We don't have as many guardrails for what bots can do other than the task. So I think that we'll see in the future a lot of this type of stuff says, just do this task. That's it. And if people ask questions, that's it. That's you have one job, go do this job, which it is fascinating to think about conversational bots and them just having a conversation. You asked about William. Well, yeah, his favorite color is turquoise. I mean,
let me tell you what William did yesterday.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think you went to the bathroom like 19 times. Like, whoa.
He took that nap and, like
he took that nap. That's self-help. That's wellness.
That is self-care wellness. That's fully
it's self-care. Self-care. But anyhow, keep an eye on this because it's bots doing the job of what we want. But the unintended consequence is where I think some of this is interesting.
How much of that is hallucinations? That's, I would be like, I was lying. Definitely not true. Anyway, acquisition time. Want to talk some acquisitions?
Let's do it. What do we got?
So General Atlantic, 1.06 billion takeover of LTG Learning Technologies Group. So I found this one on Reuters, and I think you'll like this one because we do a lot of work with in this space with Cornerstone, et cetera. But so I think this acquisition proves that corporate training is actually important, right? I think it's always, I should say always been thrown to the wayside, but I don't think unless you're in learning, if you're in that group, like you're in that area, it's important.
Right.
Outside of that, you just bitch about it and complain about it, but it's actually important. 100%. So we saw this a couple of years ago, Cornerstone's acquisition of SumTotal. So that expanded Cornerstone deeper into learning. But two things to note here in this acquisition. I kind of looked at it from your point of view because I know you just have an amazing point of view on this stuff. Just stroke the ego. But I don't want to get shot. I just don't want to get shot. I saw you shoot now. Private equity is fascinated with HR tech, especially in learning platforms, and reskilling, upskilling is driving all of this. So if you go back and look at where a lot of money is actually being spent and where innovation is happening, it's in learning, it's in upskilling, and that's a lot of the conversation that we're hearing today as well. So I thought this is an interesting one and one to follow.
It's a big number. Good for them.
It is a big number. It is a big number.
All the analysis is spot on. Learning for compliance sake is boring as fuck, but once you get learning over the hump to skilling and upskilling and reskilling, learning is actually really cool and can do a lot of transformational things. So spot on. Good acquisition. Teamfront strengthens its commitment to field services providers, software founders with its acquisition of Accelerate. It's a restoration job management software. So basically what this is on prweb.com, so you can go take a look at it. It's a strategic acquisition like we've seen a lot in the last couple of weeks. Teamfront, a strategic partner for founder-owned field services software companies. Check. Acquired Accelerate, a provider of job management software for the restoration industry. Help me, help you. So this is just a bit that, again, this is a great acquisition because they're actually going to be able to help their customers even more by providing talent or access to talent, I should say. So great acquisition.
Awesome. Do you know, I know you know the company Smart.
Yeah, of course.
Yep. Okay. So as a dramatic pause there. But I did not know this. I know Smartsheet, but did you know that they are currently used by over 90% of Fortune 500 companies? I did not know that.
No, that's shocking. That's shocking.
Yeah, that is some serious penetration, right? That is like, it's in there. I didn't realize that. Anyhow, so Smartsheet is being taken private. So this means more innovation faster, right? So we've talked about this, and you've kind of led me more down this path than I was prior. But we're seeing this more and more where companies are being taken private again, and that's to help drive the innovation. I think that's really what the focus is here. Is they want to innovate. They're already in the world's largest companies. They need to innovate faster, and they need to do it better. And they feel that this is going to be the way to do it.
Deal with debt, technical debt, and financial debt.
Right. Yeah.
It's hard to do that with Wall Street, staring at you all the time.
Yeah.
Breathing down your neck is a way that you could phrase that. I mean, Kronos did it. Ceridian did it. There's a bunch of companies in our particular space that were public, that took their companies private to basically clean them up with innovation and
right. So this was
take them public again.
This was $8.4 billion. I forgot to say that.
I noticed that was a combination of Blackstone and Vista, which I haven't seen them do a lot of work together, but that's cool. It's actually, that is a huge number, and it makes sense that you'd have two partners go in on it. Where are you? You got another one. Let's go. What do you got?
I do. What do I have? Let's see. Oh, Salesforce. Salesforce acquires Zoom. Yeah. So this is a cool one. So this one's kind of like a little while back, Salesforce acquired a company called Own, which is an AI-based data management play.
Right.
So I think this is more of a continuation of that. They align really, really well together. From their website, they say that they're an AI-driven knowledge platform that organizes and centralizes unstructured company documentation. So think self-service chat, self-service employee chat, technical support, all of the above. Take all of your guides, all of your documentation, internal memo, everything. Structure it, put it together, and create that, right? So not new, but they do it really, really well, a la Salesforce acquisition.
Don't bet against Salesforce. Don't bet against Salesforce.
Nope.
And they're dumping money, and rightfully so. They're dumping a ton of money into AI.
They are. Yes, they are. So there you go.
So, all right, Ryan, let's do a little research. You ready?
Research. What about research?
46% of workers.
Running a business comes with a lot of what ifs, but luckily there's a simple answer to them. Shopify. It's the commerce platform behind millions of businesses, including Thrive Cosmetics and Momofuku, and it'll help you with everything you need. From website design and marketing to boosting sales and expanding operations, Shopify can get the job done and make your dream a reality. Turn those what ifs into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.
Mint is still $15 a month for premium wireless. And if you haven't made the switch yet, here are 15 reasons why you should. 1, it's $15 a month. 2, seriously, it's $15 a month. 3, no big contracts. 4, I use it. 5, my mom uses it. Are you playing me off? That's what's happening, right? Okay, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan. $15 per month equivalent required. New customer offer first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Ready? 46% of workers fear skill being obsolete within 5 years as AI reshapes the workforce, according to Kahoot. 2024 Workplace Culture Report. That's at Kahoot.com with a K. That's a considerable fear of being obsolete number. 46 is almost half. If you're not if you're not thinking about reskilling your workforce, you're already behind.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
if your employees are feeling that way, that they're going to be obsolete, and you're not reskilling, well, it's going to be kind of self-fulfilling.
Yeah. You're going to lose.
Will be obsolete.
Yeah.
So you're going to lose. So go ahead and take a look at that report. It had some other cool factoids in it.
Yeah, we interviewed, I can't remember the name. Who do we interview from Kahoot? Do you remember? This is a while back. Yeah, I remember. I can't remember. It'll come to me, but maybe we'll tag it down below. Anyhow, check them out. So, okay. This one I thought was, I had to throw this in here because I thought this one was worthy of laughing. 79% of CEOs say remote work will be dead in 3 years or less. This is a recent survey.
These are the musicians on the Titanic.
Right.
I love it.
So these are those guys had the shittiest job in the world. You can call that self-fulfilling or whatever, but you're going down.
Yeah.
Like, what else are you going to do? Why not? Yeah. I get it, right? Anyway, this is the KPMG survey.
Might as well play music.
Might as well, right? So 79%. Yeah, 79% of corporate CEOs believe remote work will largely disappear within 3 years. So many CEOs, they also found many CEOs plan to incentivize office workers with promotions, raises, and benefits for encouraging employees to come back into the office. Now,
it's a different class of citizenry. Like this is going back to the Constitution of 3/5 human.
Right.
So all we're doing. I mean, that's a little dark. I get it.
I was going to say,
however,
maybe a little different, but yeah.
No, really, it isn't. You're human if you're in the office. You're less than human if you're not in the office. No, it's not different.
So
it's dark.
Yeah. Well, so here's my take on the situation. This is the only take that matters. RTO mandates are layoff notices in disguise. That's it. It's 100%. Cheaper. It's a lot less messy. It's easier to get rid of people. You're not following the mandate. You can't come into the office. This is what we're doing. Peace out, homie. Like that's just what it is.
Yeah. Instead of doing very wrong, RIF,
I don't think so.
You create a policy. No, instead of doing a RIF, you create a policy that's just really unpopular and people leave.
That's right. Anyhow, check it out. KPMG survey.
I'm following your lead here with this one. 20% of workers admit to ignoring return to office rules.
Well, I guess y'all gonna be without a job.
ResumeBuilder.com. This is surveyed over. This is what I like about this particular survey is they surveyed over 1,000 U.S.-based full-time employees working for companies that implemented an RTO policy since 2020, requiring employees to go back in the office at least once weekly. The number is low, 20%, but I believe it will grow. And 3 other nuggets from the report. Let me do those real quick. The majority of workers want it to be in the office 3 days or less per week. 2, many workers will quit if their company forces compliance, to your point. 3, 68% say productivity would improve if they could choose their own schedule. Man, it's what's fascinating about these two things is the forces are so opposed to one another. CEOs, again, everyone's got to be back in the office. You've got employees saying, yeah, you know what? Our productivity would be, if we could just design our own schedule, our productivity would go up. Right. There's got to be, this is going to come to a head. Yeah. I mean, in every company. So anyhow, take a look at the report. It's actually really well put together.
Let me ask you this. Can you, this is divisive. I get it. Polarizing topic. But CEOs that make $10 million a year, CEOs that make $10 million a year and get ragged on for making more money than a frontline worker who makes the company go, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
This is kind of the parallel argument for me. So a CEO of a Fortune 500 company is extremely different than a frontline worker at a company. Like they are doing things that you can't even fathom, that we don't even know they do in order to get the 50,000 people paid every day. They make the company go. Now, there are arguments pro and con, or for and against that. this is kind of that same argument for me. I always feel this way where it's like executives want the people to be in the office. That's all we ever knew. That's all we ever knew. So making that change that quickly, shock to the system, right? I get it, right? Now I'm all for remote. Got it. But I can also see the other side of this saying, look, we're, one of the largest retailers or whatever in the world. I can't have 50,000 people working at home. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know how to run the company that way.
The job dictates some of the jobs in some industries. It's a non-starter. If you're a maid at a hotel,
gotta be there.
Then you're going to be at the office. Like that's okay, done. I think the interesting thing that you're bringing up is the pay disparity argument that's been around for a long time is justified in some ways.
Sure.
And those that have more important tasks or more important jobs, they can work however the hell they want to work. Those that don't, well, this is a good time to reskill.
Exactly.
Or start your own business.
Look,
or do something different.
We could be worth $2.7 billion just like Gnome can as well, right? We could have went and did that.
Right. That's right. There's nothing special about Gnome. All righty. 90% of the workers over 40 experience ageism in the workplace. It's at resumenow.com. That's a dash between resume and now. That's a fucking huge number. 90% is huge. And 40 is old, which, of course, I'm thinking, like, really? So for everyone listening, ageism manifest in hiring practices, pay disparities, and workplace dynamics. We probably need to check in with our teams to ensure that we're not part of the 90%. It's a big number, and it scares me because it's such a big number, and people over 40 feel like this is a thing for them. I think that it's good for HR. Check in and make sure, especially on those three fronts, make sure that they're not paying younger workers more than they're paying older workers. Stuff like that. So there you go.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a problem. This is actually going to be a harder problem to solve than it feels like. Anyhow, okay, 2025 Siegel Health Plan Cost Trend Survey found that the highest projected rate of increase for all health benefit plan costs across the board is for outpatient prescription drugs. 11.4%. That's the number. So, it's a lot,
that hurts.
right? Yeah. So think specialty drugs like GLP-1s.
Right.
These are the largest, right? But I don't think this is a new thing. This is like kind of an all the time thing. So it's not
a big
shocking.
number, though.
It is a big number, but it's not shocking.
11.4% is a big number. No, going up is not shocking. Insurance doesn't go down. Check. Here's at 11.
No.
But 11.4% that's significant.
Yeah.
Usually it's up by 3% or up by 2.5%, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's a big number, and I think it's consumption. There's so many people that are using specialty prescriptions that they're trying to recoup those costs. So I get it. It's scary, but you know what? When come January, our health insurance is going to go up.
Don't say that.
News at 11.
Don't say that. All right. You want to talk some funding?
Before we move on, I need to let you know about my friend Mark Pfeffer and his show, People Tech. If you're looking for the latest on product development, marketing, funding, big deals happening in talent acquisition, HR, HCM, that's the show you need to listen to. Go to the Work Defined Network, search up People Tech, Mark Pfeffer. You can find him anywhere.
You want me to go first?
Let's do the F.
All right. I'll take the first one here. So OpenAI takes another $6.6 billion in funding. That is a massive number. That blows up their valuation. $157 billion now. So this is the largest funding round of all time, unseating one of its former co-founders and your personal friend, Elon Musk. So he's now in Texas, right? So he's now your friend.
100%.
So he is no longer the record holder of the most funding for a round. There you go. Anyhow, second, the round was led by Thrive Capital and also included Microsoft and NVIDIA. So, what do we know, right? We're a little guy, but my super secret sources, because I just have amazing sources, tell me that this is a lot of money and it's going to lead to good things. So I'm a believer.
I like OpenAI. I like ChatGPT. I would advise everyone that's a Netflix customer to watch the 4-part series with Bill Gates. The first one is on AI, and it's fucking terrifying.
This is the one that has won't let you sleep at night.
Oh no, it'll wreck you. This is Blair Witch, mostly because the OpenAI founders is talking about how AI will learn from itself. So it's going to learn from you, and then it's going to learn from itself. Then it's going to keep learning from itself, and keep learning from itself. Keep. And at one point, we're not going to know how it's learning or what it's learning.
Yeah, it's never going to teach you
there's a graphic
back.
where it's just like, it's doing its own thing. Good luck.
Yeah.
So there is a part that's unsettling. However, I don't think we can stop that. It's just a kind of a part of where we are. I did see someone refer to this might have been Schmidt that referred to AI as the advent of electricity. And I really like that because I've always thought of it as the advent of the internet, but he kind of, I'm pretty sure I can attribute it to Schmidt, Eric Schmidt. And he's like, we're here. We can now turn on light bulbs, but there's a bunch of stuff coming in the future that we're not even conceiving, which was just like electricity. So anyhow, if you like metaphors,
there you go.
Then you can use the internet or electricity. All right.
Yeah. And look, another thing on this real quick.
You ready?
Another thing on this real quick. So Google bringing Noam in, spending $2.7 billion, so they're not falling behind these guys. Right? That's how much OpenAI is pushing.
Well, Salesforce. You mentioned Salesforce dumping money into
as
AI.
well.
Meta is dumping everyone's dumping money into AI.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to get outflanked.
Well, Salesforce, I believe it was Salesforce, said they pledged $500 million to their AI startups over the next certain number of years. Yeah. I mean, these companies see it, and OpenAI is the leader right now. So there you go.
All right, let's do another one here. EGYM, if you want to just call it that, a connected fitness startup conceived after the founder hit the wall at the gym, lands $200 million at a $1.2 billion valuation.
Explain this
to me. On TechCrunch.com. Oh yeah, so it's the connected gym is basically you're not just in the gym; it follows you wherever you are. So it connects if you're doing some stuff at home, it connects that. So it connects everything you're doing. So think Fitbit plus the things you do in the gym, plus the things that you do at work. If you're doing push-ups or you're doing stuff at work, it connects all that shit. Okay. So everything that you do in the gym, not in the gym, it connects all that. But what's fascinating to me is they have an enterprise solution for wellness. And that's what we should be looking at because of the connectivity between health, rising health insurance or health costs and wellness programs is legit. So I like this play. I like this play because I think it's going to help people, not just personal, which is cool, but it's actually going to help people at work.
Yeah.
So
I want to know, he started the company after hitting a wall at the gym, like hitting a wall, like plateauing or like literally hitting a wall?
Plateauing.
Okay. That I just want to make sure.
Both ways.
Did he hit the wall and like ding?
He hurt his head. Yeah, fair.
All right,
fair.
ADP is so this has not happened yet. It's coming down the pike. So I want to put it in there because I'm gonna probably forget about it until the news line hits. But ADP is nearing a $1.2 billion deal for workforce software. So I first saw this on LinkedIn. I was curious, to pique my interest, so I clicked through. I know this isn't why they're acquiring the company, but first off, their website is phenomenal. So if you're into websites, you're into design and all, their website is just beautiful. It looks good. It plays well. The calculator's on there, and this is part of what I like about it. calculators on the site, they use kind of the fear around compliance, which is their business.
100%.
Which I have zero reason to purchase or care about other than, what we do for a living. But it made me not want to click off the site. I felt like I needed to be there because when you use the calculators, it's actually showing here's not just what you're saving. Here's what that means, right? And it was around compliance and risk and benefits and all that stuff. And so workforce software for those
it's a cool play.
It is. So workforce software for those who don't know covers all things like time and attendance, payroll, compliance, labor tracking, forecasting. So deal's not done yet, but it is big and it's looking kind of juicy. So excited to see this one come down.
It's a great acquisition. ADP does really smart acquisitions to round out things. Like they don't really care about the payroll that workforce software does. They have their own. That's not the bit. Workforce software was, and I believe it still is, headquartered in Detroit.
Yep.
And it was the nearest competitor to Kronos in time and attendance. And so they built other types of things in there and just rolled on along. One of my buddies, Howard Turnoff, who also worked at Ceridian, Dayforce, etc., he was their chief revenue officer at one point. I like the play. First of all, I think it's just great for ADP because they're going to look at whatever they're doing in payroll and convert that to ADP payroll. Whatever.
Yeah.
But all of these other things that they don't have great applications with, it just got them into a bunch of markets. So
That's right.
Great. That's great. That's technically an acquisition.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. No, it will be an acquisition. Yeah, it just hasn't closed yet. Hasn't happened
once
yet.
It gets done. So Hollywood payroll startup Rapbook raises $20 million to compete with and kind of entrenched rivals. I found this on the HollywoodReporter.com, which is an actually really, really fun site to go to if you like movies and TV shows and all the things that happen in Hollywood. It's like variety. I didn't know that Hollywood payroll was a thing. So my first learn was they don't use ADP or Paychex or like all the other things. No, they don't. They have their own specialized because they've got different types of workers. So they've got producers and they've got people that are doing boom mics. So they've actors. They've got a different kind of a way to look at payroll, and it's based on the time period of when that person's working on a TV show. So it's like it is legit different. I
would love to
I didn't know it was a thing.
I would love to be in the office and see those paychecks.
I would too. I
just want to know.
I would like to run those. Here's Brad Pitt's. Oh, wow. That's $30 million.
In royalties, not even a paycheck.
I'll just guess. I'm sure a lot of that's on EFT now, but someone's going to keep track of it. But the money's from Bessemer Venture Partners, which like Andreessen, like General Atlantic, they usually make smart plays. Like it's smart money. They usually bet smart. So take a look at Rapbook, and now you know that Hollywood operates with payroll differently.
They do their own thing. All right. Fathom, if you know Fathom is the note taker, raises $17 million to transform AI-driven media or meeting intelligence. So I used Fathom in the past. I didn't think it was amazing. They've gotten better.
Yeah.
But I've stopped using them before they got better just because we're on G Suite and it does its own thing. So anyhow, Fathom is what I did not know. They are the most installed and widely used note taker in both Zoom and in HubSpot. So therein lies why and the win. So anyhow, so they did have a seed round. This is their A round, 17 million A round. They did have a seed round. Terms were not
fantastic A round.
Yeah, and terms weren't disclosed on their seed round. However, the company's young. They started in 2021. So they're young. They're doing really well, and they've done most of it on $0 and bootstrapping as much as they can. So good for them. Interested to see where they go.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna burn through a couple of these, right?
Go for it.
Jump raises $12 million to help freelancers get benefits just like employees. It's on TechCrunch.com. Long time coming. And I fucking love this. It's good for everyone involved. Go jump. That's $12 million for freelancers and benefits. That's awesome. Number, which is spelt NMBR, secures $7.6 million to bring modern payroll products to Canada, helping companies launch payroll offerings to increase revenue and customer retention. This is on Business Wire. First of all, I love the company name, so I'll just say that. And payroll in Canada is different. I remember when Ceridian was they've set up basically a Canadian branch of in Toronto for just all of Canada, because it's completely different than the United States. So, they're either going numbers either going to get dominant or get acquired.
Right.
That's just kind of the way that's going to play out in front of us.
Okay.
So, but good for Canada.
Yeah.
To our friends up north that we haven't annexed yet. Joya, Joya, everyone hates that, launches
not to be confused with
mode.
the Goya.
Yeah, not Goya or the artist Goya. Joya, launches from stealth mode with $5 million for the first skin cancer prevention and anti-aging employee benefit platform.
Wow, nice.
So let that sink in. That's pretty cool. That's Business Wire.
Oh.
If you want to learn a little bit more about that, or you go to Joya's website. I think that sounds like a cool benefit, and that a benefit that might actually get usage. So I love it. I like niche benefits. I like giving employees a whole array and letting them pick the shit that makes sense for their life.
Yeah.
And if that's a thing for you, I think it's great. So good for them.
More and more, I become a fan of niche benefits. And even when companies do kind of a pay-as-you-go model, so it's not part of their plan per se, where they're buying in volume, but it's, we're going to have this.
Right.
If 50 people out of 200 use it, we pay for 50 seats.
That's right.
Big fan of that. Big fan of that.
Last funding, Arya Health, that's ARYA, secures $4 million to transform healthcare human capital management with AI. This is on bakersfield.com. They cover the space. I'm down, personally, if AI can help drive down healthcare costs and increase usage of benefits. So if AI can help do that, totally down. I think we need to keep an eye on not just this startup, but this category.
Yeah.
So
I like the idea that AI can help increase usage.
Yeah.
That's key, because there's a lot that goes unused. Anyhow, yeah, you're right. We're done.
Right.
That's it. So this has been a wonderful week. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. We shall see you next time.